back to action for the first time since their comeback in Berkeley. They're at Louisville. They're a 4.5-point favorite. I think this is going to be another hard game for them. This game was interesting. This is actually the reverse, or the inverse, to use the word you just used, of the Miami-Louisville game last year, where Louisville came in with all the expectations. They're trying to make the ACC championship game, and Miami, as an underdog, turned that game to a slog that Louisville eventually won. Can Louisville turn this one into a slog and then beat Miami? That's the question, because I do think this is going to be a difficult win for Miami, but I still think they can win it.
Yeah, I don't know how your thoughts have changed on Miami because of the last 2 weeks. Escaping the Hail Mary.
Yeah. I have legitimate questions.
So, I think that, on paper, this was supposed to be one of the ACC matchups of the year, right? Two teams that are playing against each other that have a chance to, win the conference. But Louisville, I'm not 100% out on. I mean, the two losses that they have are pretty excusable to me. So,
Notre Dame and SMU, and they were in both games.
So, and the Miami blowout over Florida, though impressive, has kind of come back down to earth a little bit. So I do think that I like Miami to win this game and roughly by 7, but I don't know. Somebody asked me on a podcast last week that said, if you could pick a legitimate national championship contender that isn't in the Big Ten or the SEC right now, who would you pick?
Mm-hmm.
And Miami was really the only other one I could come up with and feel good about.
Right, because you've seen Clemson against Georgia, so you already feel like that's not going to happen.
Clemson's probably another one of the answers, though. But Miami, if Miami is the only other team nationally that isn't in those two conferences that you could even put in that discussion, they should win this game very handily, right? Or they should go in there.
I think this is going to be hard for them, and I think this is Louisville's last gasp here. This is, again, the not an elimination game, because Louisville isn't out. Well, maybe they are out of the ACC championship picture if they lose this, because they've got one conference loss to SMU.
Yeah,
the Notre Dame game, obviously not a conference game. If they take a second conference loss, chances are they're probably going to take a third, but also chances are they then won't win any tiebreakers that would get them into the conference championship game at 6-2 in the league. So they pretty much have to win this game. And Louisville also plays Clemson.
I mean, Miami just has so many better players.
True.
They have so many better players. So what do you think's going wrong?
They had a lot of better players than Cal too.
No, I know. What do you think's going wrong with them?
I think they are playing like a Mario Cristobal coach team traditionally plays.
Yeah.
Where they have better players, but they don't blow people out.
Yeah.
Those Oregon teams had better players, but they didn't always blow them out.
Yeah.
So,
they've avoided the catastrophic LOL Miami losses, right? That hasn't happened yet.
And both of those things could have happened in their last 2 games. So I think that's progress.
So progress to not lose the games for sure. But how does that impact the way that you view them playing a team that they should beat on the road?
I am going to take them to cover here.
Me too.
I think they can do. What, really?
So, yes.
I thought you were going to take Louisville. I was sure you're going to take Louisville.
No.
I think Miami's going to cover this one. I don't know that they're going to cover it by much, though. I think this is going to be a 1-possession game in the fourth quarter. And look, if Miami can make it where it's not, if Miami can win this game comfortably, that's huge.
I think that they're going to win the game comfortably.
Okay.
I think that they had a week off to reset, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was a very emotional 2 weeks. I just think Cam Ward is a dog.
Yes.
If you go back and watch some of the clip, there was one clip from the Cal game where they were down big and Cal jumped off sides or was substituting somebody in the middle of the snap, and Cam Ward put his hand out to the ref come on, man, in the middle of the play, and then threw a dart to Restrepo or somebody right over the middle. That's that guy just has an it factor about him. I think that I like Miami to not just get the cover here, but I think to get back on track to making us feel like they could do something. I don't it went from Miami is awesome to Miami is just old Miami that hasn't lost yet. And it's I think that a win in pretty convincing fashion in this game kind of gets you back onto the other edge of the way you view them.
Yeah. So producer River tells us we've agreed on every game.
Mm-hmm.
And the only really disagreements we've had, you pick 2 money lines where I pick the underdog to cover.
I'm going to fade every one of these picks, by the way, in real life and with real money. Yeah. Because there's no way.
But this is proof positive. We don't set this up beforehand. We don't Oh no, we agree on this one. So I gotta change.
We
my
don't
pick.
talk about the games until this. I
Yeah.
mean, it's Monday. When would we talk about them?
Yeah.